Hey guys, quick energy reading on Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. Obviously you heard about they're going to have a divorce. Two very beautiful people. I was a big Jason fan, by the way. Okay, let's just have a look at their energy. See what's going on here. What happens? What caused the downfall? What caused the downfall? Obviously you've heard the rumours about affairs and things like that. So let's just see what caused the downfall here. I feel in a way, I got this earlier as well, guys, it's almost like his main focus was turning to his career. Now, obviously, to begin with, it was like she was the famous one, he wasn't. And it's almost like I hear the snowball effect that now he's starting to get really, really good offers and he's doing Marvel, Aquaman, everything like that. He doesn't want to hold back and he wants to get it everything while he can. And it's almost like he feels he's on limited time, even though actors last a lot longer in Hollywood than women do because of the ageism. It's still almost like he wants to grab the bull by the horns and get as much work in as he can, while he can. And I don't feel he actually wants to, I just said he doesn't want to be in this game forever, believe it or not. He doesn't want to be an actor forever and ever and ever. He's actually quite a chill guy and he wants to enjoy his life later on. It's almost like he wants to get all the money and all the work in right now. And I feel that's one of the big issues because it's almost like him not giving her the attention that she desires or the family, because I hear on tour a lot. Now for me on tour that means more like, you know, being on set and things like that and making plans, almost like not really having a breather. And they were going in completely different directions where she wanted him, I hear she wanted to reel him in, bring him back in more, to be around the family more. But the way he saw it, that actually made him distance from her because he knew he's at the peak of his career and he wants to keep pushing forward and doing what he wants to do. And there was a clash there. Because then we have almost like for him as well, it was a soulmate connection. Very, very strong soulmate connection here. This is almost like meeting your equal here, equal partnership completely. And they do have a lot of respect for each other. But it's almost like she had like an epiphany. Ace of Swords, almost like a whole new mental outlook on their connection, and it wasn't going to work. And I do feel a lot of this is like him being far away from home. Him being far away from home. I do have to say, yes, he's a gorgeous looking guy, and this comes up as well as part of the reason for the split. We have a lot of beautiful women he's around, actresses, things like that. Eye for the ladies. I do hear eye for the ladies. I mean, you know, if you're going to be surrounded by that all the time. So I hear the rumours are founded about him. I hate to say that, but some things going on about flirting, cheating, that kind of thing. I hear there is a foundation about these that hasn't come out yet, or it's been more underground. I just heard it's a bit more underground, but on the scene they know he's a ladies' man, okay? And let's just pick two more for her energy. How does she feel? It's just like a painful decision needs to be made. This is her almost like, enough's enough, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. And I feel there was a time where he did actually want to save it. So this hasn't just happened now. This has gone on, I would say, as far back as 8-9 months ago. The issues really started to come in here, no matter what you've seen on social media, what they put out. And he did actually race in to try and save this because he knew it was going downhill. But at the same time, we still have him working super, super hard in his career and doing what he wants to do. That's somebody putting their head down and focusing on the career, literally. That's their main focus right now. And I feel that's when things started to flip on their head. And also the rumours on set didn't help. I keep hearing rumours on set trickling down. So that's obviously not helping. Now, let's just have a quick look at his energy. How does he feel about the whole thing? How does he feel about the whole thing? Again, rumours on set, rumours on set. There was only so... how do I wear this? There was only so long she could turn her back and ignore it. Do you know what I mean? And she just felt that he wasn't 100% in the family and in the relationship, and he was putting his career first, putting his career first. But in the same way, like I said, he feels this is his time. I just heard this is his time to shine. So that's how he feels. It's his time to shine, and he wants to push forward with this, and he doesn't want to hold himself back. Now, he's still amazing dad. He's going to be there for his kids. But when it came to the relationship, I hear he wasn't going to stand down. He was not going to stand down for her. You know, so when she puts some, I hear enforcements in play, almost like she's trying to enforce some rules saying, you know, if you do this film, then you need to be back for the next one. And at first that worked. But then the more and more Marvel stuff he did, Aquaman, and the better offers he got, there'd be times where he didn't want to give up a film. And I hear back to back. So it's almost like he had filming projects coming up that were back to back, and he didn't want to turn it down. And they kind of had a rule where one would be away, one would be at home, and it ended up that he was mainly away, and he didn't want to give up these opportunities. That's what I'm really sensing now. He did not want to give up these opportunities. He did not want to give up these opportunities. I hate to say it. I heard great dads, husbands, bit iffy. Only recently, like, it wasn't like that at the beginning when they met. I mean, they've been together for how long? Years and years. Isn't it something? Years and years and years now they've been together for. Let's just have a look. Okay, his energy. How is he feeling? Energy read. I mean, obviously that's the ex card, thinking about her and the family commitments there. That's obviously on his mind. I mean, it's quite obvious here. Very low moods as well. Very low moods, feeling down. That hasn't worked out. I did hear it was a dilemma for him because he knew he had to make a choice. He had to make a choice, and I really feel he did pick his career. I do feel he picked his career. I mean, and it's his time. You know, he didn't want to step back. Yeah, moving away from her and his energy, moving away. Like, the whole thing, there's his ex, feeling down and low about it, but at the same time, he's moving away from the whole thing. So there's nothing here really that suggests that, they said it was mutual and everything like that, but there's nothing here that suggests that he wants to come back in and try and salvage this, because he wants to do his own thing. Again, guys, Knight of Pentacles, this is his energy. He wants to work his arse off. He wants to make something of himself. Now, the weird thing is, the whole time I heard this, I think he's only 40 something, okay? I kept hearing Tom Cruise, his lights faded. Now, even though Tom Cruise is bringing out Top Gun and everything out, I think it's this year, guys, it's almost like a warning from Hollywood that that's what happened to Tom Cruise, and your time is limited, even for men. That's what I'm getting. And it's almost like Tom Cruise is a reminder that I think Tom Cruise is cool. I love Top Gun, okay? That's probably why. But overall, it's almost like a warning that he still felt his time was limited. But the new generations coming up, I keep hearing time is limited, it won't work forever. That kind of super macho kind of character that he plays, I just hear it won't last forever. He just really felt his time was limited. Because of that, again, Knight of Pentacles, okay? Feeling really sad, okay, about the loss of the connection. Family unit, more to do with breaking the family unit than breaking up with her, if I'm honest. That's the thing he's struggling with the most. Very low moods, feeling really down, depressed. His energy, though, is not moving back to save this. It's moving away from what I can see currently. And again, the Knight of Pentacles is very much work-focused. Work-focused. Work-focused completely. I mean, a lot of travel coming up for him as well, film locations. This is a lot of movement overseas. Knight of Pentacles is how he wants to see himself, as in almost like an entrepreneur, businessman. He wants to be more settled. It's all about his finances right now. And the last card I'm going to pick, guys, here, I mean, straight away, Eight of Cups. His whole energy is moving away from this. It's just moving away from the connection, moving away from the relationship. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into affairs and stuff like that yet, but I did hear eye for the ladies. Is there any chance they could ever get back together? Is there any chance the next year or two? I do hear done and dusted, if I'm honest. I hear done and dusted, so I don't feel, yes, it's going to happen. If anything, I feel a new man coming in for Lisa, actually. It's a Chariot. It's almost being torn between a new love interest, a very, very strong sexual chemistry, and reaching out to her romantically. In the crossfire, I hear in the crossfire here for her as well. And then we have two males in her life, okay? Romantic, flirty messages, sexual connection. I feel in the future she's not going to be going out with some, I know we joke about she has the best luck with men because she had Lenny Kravitz and then Jason Momoa. But I feel in the future it's somebody a lot more spiritually inclined. More of a, I would say more of like an air sign, as in highly intelligent, very flighty, free spirit, more like an entrepreneur. Somebody in the tech industry, randomly. So somebody that's spiritual, that's trying to make a difference in the world, not some action hero. I just don't feel that will do it for her in the long term. She needs something up here. She needs that mind. She needs that mental connection. She just needs that mental connection. It's almost like, yeah, it's great to have a guy that looks as hot as Jason Momoa, but she needed something more up here. That's what was missing. That's where it broke down. A meeting of minds, and it was just no longer. And I see a curtain going down on her mind, almost like the mind's not connecting anymore. I mean, you can have sexual chemistry, but if you're not connecting up here, it's hard to keep going. It's hard to keep going. So that's a really, really speedy reading on that one, guys. I'm going out now. Yeah, wish them both the best, obviously.